Well, hello everybody. It's Bug Eater 64, and I'd like to welcome you to another flight here. This is going to be a little bit different. This is actually a video that I made using a replay. The reason was it was just going to be a little test flight, checking out the King Air 350 with dual GTN 750s in it, and some interesting things happened during the flight. We're going to be flying from Greenville Spartanburg International in Greenville, South Carolina, to Miami International in Florida. And during this flight, there was some weather, because here I use real world weather, and here in South Carolina, the last 48 hours, we've been having some pretty heavy and severe thunderstorms. So I went ahead, started the flight, did the flight, completed the flight. But during the flight, there were some interesting things that happened with very severe thunderstorms. At one point in Florida, I hit thunderstorms that were actually throwing the airplane around pretty well. We're talking vertical speed changes from plus 3,000 feet a minute to minus 3,000 feet a minute. And we were pretty much all over the sky at that point. But I had the autopilot on at that time, and it actually handled all the turbulence extremely well. So I just thought I wanted to make a short video to show you some of the highlights of the flight. The inside cockpit views are going to look very strange because the GTNs work perfectly in the replay. But the rest of the cockpit is very kind of strange. All the gauges do strange stuff, so you really can't depend on them at all. And the vertical speed gauge, it just stayed on level pretty much. But so a lot of it is outside views. But I hope you enjoy it, and welcome aboard. And we will see you inside the aircraft. Take care. See you soon. Okay, so here we are at Greenville, Spartanburg, and we are getting down to the end of the runway for our flight into Miami. And this is replay, so that's why all the stuff is doing weird things. This was going to be a Flight Jobs flight, but we made the flight and we didn't get any credit for it. So I'm just going to make a little video about the flight in using the dual GTN 750s. Let's see if it'll... See if we can get those turned on. So I think we're good to go there. What are we showing on the board there? Autopilot trim fail. Okay, so you can see this doing all kinds of weird things, and that's all because it's a replay, and I'm trying to manipulate things. But both GTNs look like they're working just fine. So it'll be an interesting little video, just to give you a heads up. what we can do here. And when I post the video, I'll go ahead and put in the mod location where you can get the mod to do this if you want to, in the King Air 350. I got it off the Explain.org forums as freeware, so what can I tell you? Great stuff. So let's get down here and get ready to take off. We'll get down to the end runway and get ready to go. So let's go ahead and get moved out onto the runway and prepare for takeoff. Yeah, on this flight we had some massive thunderstorms too. Primarily when we got down to Florida. I mean, it was throwing me around to where I was 2,000 foot, 3,000 foot a minute up, 2,000, 3,000 foot a minute down. And when I finally broke out of the clouds, I was heading towards the ground, but the autopilot worked extremely well. Here we go. Run them up, boys. Let's go. And rotate. We're out of here.
Attitudes check. Gear indicates up. Flaps indicates up.
Oh, excellent. Nice climb out. Everything's looking good. I'm very happy. All right. Start turning on to our heading and head for Florida. So as you can see, everything's going well. Let's go back inside real quick. I'm not sure what that is for. But let's take a look at it. And you can see the GTNs are working fine. So, oh my goodness, we're at 59,000 feet. It always does weird things when I try to do a replay. Anyway, the GTNs are acting normal, so that's always a plus. And we'll check back a little bit later. And see how things go. So, excuse me, we will see you soon. There.
Alright, so you get rid of that, keep our eyes peeled. So we're going into dangerous territory. We got close, according to the but we are above the terrain mostly, according to what it says. Why can't it just be a clear day? You know, no problems. You just kind of come in, do your thing, land your little airplane. Everybody's happy, no problems. But no.
You have that ability.
Yes, we do have that ability, but then that takes away the realness, if that's a term, realness.
The authenticity, maybe?
Yeah, authenticity. Yeah, I can't even say it. Wow.
Well, if you can see it, then you're in good shape.
A sliver. I can see a sliver of the airport. Right now, it's literally flying above it. What we are going to do is we are going to change our heading. So far, we are scary, but we're not dead. That's good. Let's get a little bit of where we can have a turning radius. Ours going to clear up just a bit. What are you doing? Be nice. We're running that mountain. You're going to make me have to brake. Why I should turn it down. Okay, we're going to get rid of the auto throttle. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to pull up. Okay, my plane. My plane. Plane. Oh, we gotta stop. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, we made it. That was ugly as hell. That was one of the worst landings I've ever done. Not really, I've had worse. But hey, we're on the ground. on the ground. I like it when it says a great landing. I like how it says a great landing and how crappy that was. Well, I hope you guys got some entertainment out of that. I was puckering up.
Yeah, the maintenance chief is going to have a word or two with you.
Yeah, he is. Number 5022 Mike is back taxiing to the ramp. And I don't remember having it last time I flew in here. I don't remember having this contour. Maybe I had the, flatten the runway, and this time I didn't have that turned on because there was an update to X-Plane since I've flown here last time.
There any facilities on this?
Oh yeah. God.
Yeah, and your engine was dead.
Yeah. Yep. I'm winding it back because I want to see. The reason why I do this, guys, is because it's basically just to it's debriefing. Why did I lose my engine? Right there. That's where I lost my engine. Okay. That's.
Well, I don't know how much you made on that flight, but you're going to spend it all to repair the airplane.
I'm going to spend it all just in repair.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
God, that's terrible. Probably, if I would have had a flat surface, I probably would have had a better success rate. But hey, you don't have flat surfaces in the real world.
What was your landing speed?
I'd have to go back in the video. And I don't know how to.
Because it looked like you were coming in hot.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the replay, the speed is low and won't come back up. And that is what is causing that sound. But you got to see that we're in some pretty heavy thunderstorms here. And during the flight, I mean, apparently it's not going to show here on the gauge showing my attitude or feet feet per minute climb and descent, but it was bouncing all the way up to 3,000, both climbing and descending during the actual flight. It was pretty wild for a while. Pretty wild. But as you can see, the GTN 750s, the dual 750s, are working just fine. Very nicely. Even in the replay. So, yeah, let's go back outside so we don't have to listen to that darn beep.
They get a sub out of the deal, and people just keep on. I'm good.
So I've got just under 200 miles to go to Miami.
Very cool.
Not sure what I'm landing on yet because I'm waiting for ATIS to kick in.
Yeah, it's been crow hopping. I mean, this is not the only airplane that I crow hop with, so.
Oh, bad. I've only got about 20 miles to the airport. I misread it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay, ATIS didn't do its thing, so I'm just going to go with ILS 27.
Yep, set it up and go.
Yep.
my wife is home, so I will take my leave of you.
Very good, sir. Enjoyed the flight. Have a good afternoon.
All right, you too, sir. Take care.
Laters.
Bye.
Tell me what I need to do. Turn it over.
Brown meat in large skillets, medium-high heat, drain fat, and stir in seasoning.
How much water?
Let's see.
The amount should be right up here.
There? Okay. 1 package of seasoning mix. 1 can. Okay. Doesn't say anything about water.
There's a can of tomato paste.
1 can, 14.5 ounces dried tomatoes. Undrained or 2 cans of 8-ounce each tomato sauce. 1 pound ground beef. 1 can, 15 to 16 ounce kidney or pinto beans undrained.
Okay, nothing about water.
Nothing about water, babe.
Settles it. I gotta get some. We have a magnifying glass around here somewhere.
You could actually land right there, but we'll do it another way. So Ada's never came on. That's what caused me problems. That's the Ada's frequency, but it sure isn't following it. Okay, so we're going to start slowing down. All right. Autopilot is off. Aircraft is mine. Gear coming down.
$1,000 feet to minimums.
Let me see something here. Yeah.
$500 feet to minimums.
Okay.
200 feet to minimums. 100 feet to minimums.
Approaching 27.
Minimums.
It's looking pretty good on the glide slope.
Feet. 50 feet. Props full. Knots.
All right, let's look at some stuff here. Okay. Yeah, let's take a look at the view the map. We're down there. Yeah, we're gonna head over this way. Okay. Okay, so we got our aircraft stopped and parked. Let's see that landing again.
feet to minimums. 500 feet to minimums. Feet to minimums. 100 feet to minimums. Minimums. Feet. 50 feet. Props full. Knots.
So, hello everybody, we're back and welcome to Miami International. We made it safe. Airplane is in good shape. Um, hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Very interesting flight because of all the things going on. You could see how heavy the weather was at times. And I hope you got to see a good look at the orthos that I use from Orthos for XP that we build. And Miami looking pretty good. So, if you liked the flight, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. And please make comments. Tell me what you think about the video and what you think I can do to make these videos better and more entertaining for you. I understand a lot of people aren't into flight sims. I happen to love aircraft, always have. But at this point in my life, with some health issues, I'm just not able to fly. And so this is the only kind of flying I get to do. And I don't have the money to go, as much as I'd like to go paragliding or ultralight flying, things like that. But I certainly do enjoy X-Plane 11 and the simulated aircraft that are available. And I hope you enjoy the content of the videos that I put forth. I really enjoy it, and for me, it's just for fun. And I want you to have fun. So until next time, this is Bug Eater 64, thanking you all for coming along for the ride, and we will see you very soon. And as always, safe flying.